On August 9, 2025, at 3:14 a.m., a silent swarm of drones breached Russian airspace over Ryazan airbase, 3,000 kilometers from Ukraine's border. No missiles, no manned jets, just $500 kamikaze drones flying below radar detection. In just 8 minutes, 6 strategic bombers were destroyed, marking the most effective long-range drone ambush in modern military history. This operation, dubbed Spiderweb, showcased Ukraine's innovative use of first-person view, FPV, drones, artificial intelligence, AI, terrain mapping, and Starlink connectivity to bypass Russia's formidable air defenses. This account explores how Ukraine executed this audacious strike, revealing a new blueprint for asymmetric warfare that is reshaping global military doctrine. The strike, a silent swarm. At 2:46 a.m., above the frosted runways of Murmansk, a Russian radar operator noticed anomalies: 6 Phantom Echoes moving at impossible speeds with no heat signature. Seconds later, an explosion tore through a Tupolev Tu-22M3 bomber, ignited by a $500 FPV drone. Similar scenes unfolded simultaneously across 5 Russian airbases: Ryazan, Murmansk, Engels, Ivanova, and Irkutsk. Hundreds of drones, each equipped with a warhead, a camera, and AI-driven navigation, struck with precision, targeting bombers, fuel depots, radar installations, and runways. By 3:22 a.m., Russia's long-range strike capability was crippled, all without Ukraine deploying a single jet or crossing its borders. Russia's strategic bombers Tu-95 Bears and Tu-22M3 backfires are not mere aircraft, they are mobile launch platforms for cruise missiles like the Kh-101 and Kh-55, capable of striking targets across continents from deep within Russian territory. These bombers, based at sprawling airfields protected by layered defenses S-400 systems, Tor-M2 missiles, Panzer S-1 batteries, and electronic warfare (EW) jammers had operated with impunity for 2 years, targeting Ukrainian infrastructure. Ukraine's response was not to match Russia's air force but to outmaneuver it with a decentralized, AI-guided drone swarm. The technology, redefining warfare. Ukraine's FPV drones are a marvel of simplicity and lethality. Constructed from lightweight carbon composites, each drone carries a warhead of up to 3 kilograms and costs less than a budget smartphone. Unlike traditional military hardware, these drones rely on software-defined systems, combining off-the-shelf components like GoPro cameras with advanced AI navigation. The key to their success lies in 3 innovations. AI-driven autopilots. Russia's EW systems can jam signals within 100 kilometers of a base, rendering traditional remote-controlled drones ineffective. Ukraine countered this by equipping drones with AI autopilots trained to navigate autonomously. Preloaded with terrain elevation databases, these drones use terrain relative guidance (TRG), similar to cruise missile systems, to fly at low altitudes, sometimes just 3 meters above ground, evading radar and ground clutter. Starlink relays and network handoffs. To extend range beyond line-of-sight limitations, Ukraine leveraged Starlink satellites for low latency, encrypted video feeds and telemetry. Mobile launch units, concealed in forests, acted as relay nodes, enabling drones to hand off control across vast distances. This ensured continuous guidance without relying on vulnerable communication lines. Target locking and terminal guidance. Within 2 kilometers of their targets, drones switch to AI-assisted or manual terminal guidance, using visual recognition models to identify high-value assets: tanker trucks, bomber tail sections, or wing joints. This precision allowed a single drone to disable a $35 million bomber by striking critical components. Operation Spiderweb, a masterclass in scale. Operation Spiderweb involved an estimated 70 to 120 drones launched across 6 simultaneous attack vectors, targeting bases thousands of kilometers apart. Each drone was hand-assembled, disposable, and tuned for a specific role. Some struck fuel trucks to create secondary explosions, others targeted radar nodes to blind defenses, and some hit hangars to destroy aircraft before they could take off. The operation's success lay in its scale and coordination. Distributed chaos. By attacking multiple bases simultaneously, Ukraine overwhelmed Russia's ability to respond. The drones' low radar cross-section and cold-running motors made them nearly invisible to S-400 systems, which are optimized for larger, hotter targets like jets or missiles. Surgical precision. At Ryazan, thermal cameras detected flickers of movement just before drones struck. One drone detonated under a fuel truck, creating a vapor cloud that destroyed 2 Tu-95s. Another breached a hangar, hitting a Tu-22M3's tail fin, triggering a chain reaction of exploding ordnance. Denial of flight. The strike wasn't just about destruction, it was about denying Russia's ability to launch sorties. Damaged runways, burned out radar sites, and destroyed fuel depots grounded entire squadrons. Ukraine claims 6 strategic bombers were disabled or destroyed, alongside fuel trucks, radar installations, and command nodes. The financial impact was staggering. Each Tu-95 costs $35 million, with no modern replacements available due to discontinued Soviet-era production lines. The strategic impact was even greater. Russia's ability to project power through long-range strikes was significantly curtailed. Rewriting military doctrine. Operation Spiderweb exposed vulnerabilities in traditional air defense systems and introduced 3 paradigm-shifting lessons for modern warfare. Depth is no longer safety. Russia's air bases, located 3,000 kilometers from Ukraine, were once considered untouchable. Drones with intercontinental range, guided by AI and satellite relays, have shattered this illusion. No base, no matter how remote, is now beyond reach. Cheap outmaneuvers complex. A $500 drone can neutralize a $35 million bomber. When scaled to swarms, inexpensive, disposable systems outperform billion-dollar arsenals. Ukraine's approach demonstrates that asymmetry, not firepower, defines modern conflicts. Swarm warfare redefines range. By combining AI, Starlink, and terrain mapping, Ukraine achieved what was once impossible: striking deep into enemy territory without aircraft or long-range missiles. This scalability raises questions about the vulnerability of air bases worldwide, from Leningrad to Beijing. Global implications. The success of Operation Spiderweb has reverberated beyond Ukraine. Nations like Iran, Taiwan, and NATO members are studying this model. If a non-state actor or resource-constrained military can execute such a strike, what prevents a larger power from deploying thousands of drones against critical infrastructure? The technology is accessible. FPV drones, AI algorithms, and satellite connectivity are available to anyone with a budget and expertise. This democratization of warfare poses challenges for global security. NATO's dilemma: Western air defenses, like Russia's, are designed for conventional threats. Swarm attacks exploiting low-altitude flight and AI autonomy could bypass systems like Patriot or Aegis. China and Taiwan, observing Ukraine's success, may develop similar drone swarms to counter China's missile farms or naval bases. Conversely, China could adapt this model to target regional adversaries. Non-state actors. The affordability of FPV drones makes them attractive to insurgent groups, potentially destabilizing regions with weaker defenses. The future of war. Ukraine's drone ambush is not just a tactical victory, it's a glimpse into the future of warfare. The era of measuring military power in steel and tonnage is over. Today, wars are won with signal strength, swarm coordination, and surprise. Operation Spiderweb demonstrated that a single drone, guided by code and a camera, can alter the balance of power. As militaries worldwide adapt to this reality, the race is on to develop countermeasures: AI-driven interceptors, laser defenses, or counterswarms. For now, Ukraine has set the standard. By combining ingenuity, commercial technology, and strategic timing, it turned a $500 drone principled by XAI system drone into a $35 million bomber. Operation Spiderweb has shown that warfare is no longer about matching an adversary's firepower but about outsmarting it with precision, scale, and innovation. This strike wasn't just a tactical success, it was a strategic wake-up call for militaries worldwide, proving that in the 21st century, the battlefield is defined by code, connectivity, and creativity. 1.9s